7 guitars that we're going to show you all the guitars, everybody who built them. To my left, your right is my good friend Mike Learn. Mike, you look stunning today.
Thank you.
How you doing? Everyone's already heard this part, but we're going to do it again in case no one's heard. So, Mike, I know what you've done all week. Yeah. Tell everyone else what has been going on all week here at the shop.
Well, we had a really cool palette. We took the Spazmaster that you and I, Chris, built previously in the year.
Yep.
And we took
it was last year, dude.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, you're right. So it was in the middle of COVID. Mm-hmm. We built this instrument, and then we decided, hey, let's do a class. And then we supplemented that with some of the ideas using our Warbird Design Kit. Mm-hmm. And we all created these really killer bits of kind of aviation historically.
We had 6 people come from all over the United States to custom paint and build their own guitars based on your designs. And guys, if you want to do it at home, links in the description below. You can buy the Mike Learn official airbrush.
Yeah.
Link in the description below. You can buy the clear gun and by the way, that's the airbrush that we used in this class. You can buy the clear gun that we used in this class, and you can buy the Warbird
Design
kits that we used in this class too, and you can try it at home. If you don't want to try it at home, but you want one of these guitars, we got you covered there too.
Right, we know how to help you out there.
Well, Mike built a guitar. Actually, you painted it, and Chris and I helped a little bit do the building this week. Mm-hmm. And that guitar is available right now. If you want to buy that guitar, link in the description below. We can send it out soon. It's ready.
You want to hand it to us?
We'll get.
Okay, never mind.
You guys see it in the picture, and we're going to go around to everybody and talk about who they are and where they're from and where their head is and the guitar that they built.
Yeah.
But so Mike, I'm drained, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I mean, my work early in the week, really. That's when I was sweating it. The last 2 days, it's just kind of going around and just helping you guys out,
It's been so much fun hanging out with you. Your wife Diana was here.
Yeah.
Mrs. Toast is floating around somewhere.
Yeah.
She doesn't like to be on the camera. So.
That's not true. I didn't make this a thing.
So she says that she didn't make this a thing. So but yeah, man, I'm hitting the wall. But it's been a great week.
Yeah.
Everybody did a killer job, and everybody has. Do you think that everyone's leaving here with an heirloom quality guitar?
Oh, by far.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's what we set out to do. You and Chris and myself. That's what we wanted everybody to have. Something that they can, that when their wife has a dinner party, or whatever, when you can have dinner parties again, they're gonna go. So Gary, what have you been up to? Well, let me go check. And they're gonna go grab it, and it's gonna be great.
Well, I built this guitar here. You see.
So why don't we take a look around, and we'll look at everybody's guitar, and we can have them tell us about what they built and what their ideas were. And we can embarrass them a little bit.
Sure.
And that sounds like a good time.
Sounds great.
So, Chris, you ready to go on walkabout?
Yes, indeed.
Where do you want to start?
Wherever you want to go, I'll follow.
Let's start with. Let's start over here to my left, your right.
Just so you guys know, this video is a little pixelated.
Of course
There's absolutely nothing we can do about that.
Nothing we can do about the video quality, guys. Yeah. So.
And then everyone can get a good shot of you.
Yeah. We're lucky to have internet at this point.
We're lucky to have anything
That's
at this
right.
point. So, guys, this is Jim Fuller. He is. You've seen videos of Jim and Jim's guitars here from the shop before. Jim, you recently moved, right? Right?
Yeah, from Vegas to Arizona.
Okay. So you're still. You were really happy to have snow this week. That was always fun.
Yeah, I live in the desert for a reason.
Well, so show everyone the guitar you built and tell us a little bit about what you got going on here.
Well, it is the Spazmaster.
Uh-huh.
And it's a Warbird theme based on the AVG, otherwise known as the Flying Tigers. Those who don't know what the AVG is.
Okay.
Did the P40 Warhawk.
P40 Warhawk. Yep. Yeah. The Flying Tiger logo, the Japanese kill flags. Oh, I'm sorry. I know that's politically incorrect. I don't really give a shit. That was 40, 50 years ago, 70 years ago. Sorry. Shark mouth. The AVG logo on the back, kind of the same theme going on. The old Hell's Angel logo from those guys. That was the original Hell's Angel right there.
That's cool.
And of course, this thing is just the cool factor is so high on this guitar. I always mess up those G words.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I have a lot of that issue as
we
well.
we all have that in common. Huh? Yeah. So, but no, I was really excited about doing this. You know, we weren't building a complete guitar from scratch. I mean, from lumber. You know, we had a body and a neck blank to work with, so we got to do a lot of guitar work as well as, you know, I've cut one of these bodies before on your pen rod,
Yeah.
so I kind of knew what that was all about. But the big take home for me here was the airbrushing skills that I learned from Mike here. You know, I mean, obviously learning the guitar techniques and stuff was great, but the airbrushing skills, I mean, I've painted objects, guns I paint, you know, for years in one color with an airbrush, but never knew how to do all the fancy stuff. So had I learned that stuff back then, I'd probably be pretty good right now.
Well, what do you think? I mean, could you see yourself building an AK with some of these graphic elements on them now?
I've already been taxed to do that.
So
Very
that
cool.
brings us to the next point.
Very-
Jim, is there anybody you want to send, as the kids say, send a shout out to back home?
My wife, I miss you, Karen.
Karen, we've been trying to take care of him. We've been
Yes.
giving him beer and pizza all week.
Yeah.
No, we've been,
Yeah, but he's not a tall, skinny blonde, so there's certain things he just can't do.
Yes, and thank you for letting him come out and play, Karen. It's been great to hang out with Jim again.
So,
Wonderful, man. Thank you guys.
and yeah, so you're going to be doing some stuff. Is it too early to tell people what is going to happen with this later on?
Oh no, actually, you know, I'm a gun manufacturer. For those of you who don't know, there's a lot of music people here probably don't know what I do, but this guitar, there's going to be a gun built in the same theme. You know, like a sister model to this, and then that gun's going to be auctioned off for the Raiders, Marine Raiders charity.
How cool is
Very
that,
cool.
you guys? Yeah. Well, Jim, it's been
But
great
they ain't
having
getting
you.
the guitar. I'm keeping it.
Jim, it's been great hanging out with you all week. Thanks for coming out, and
Yeah,
thank you, Karen, for letting us have him for a
Yes.
week. Let's go. So everybody, this is my good friend Doug Santiello. We decided.
Santiello was perfect.
Yeah. So
perfect.
So Doug is one of the patron saints of Texas Toast Guitars. I'm going to embarrass Doug a little bit here. Without Doug's help, this class would not have gone over because he sponsored. He
We're reconnecting.
Oh my God.
Is the position maybe where we're at?
It may be, but we're back on,
All right.
I think.
Are we back
Are we
Yes,
on?
back
we're
on?
back
Are we
on.
back on?
Are we bang on?
Yeah, we are back on.
Okay.
All right.
Now, Mike can tell more about this. This is a P49.
No, P47.
47, I mean.
Thunderbird.
P47 Thunderbird.
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it's a Warbird, and I tried to, copy it as much as I could. I'm a guy who can only draw stick figures, the reality was. So I didn't really think I could do this at all, and partway through it, I thought, oh, it looks good. Then I thought, oh man, I destroyed it. And Mike kept saying, don't worry, don't panic. And, it's not the beautiful one, but I'll tell you what, it came out really nice. I'm really happy with the way the guitar came out.
I love
And-
this one. It actually everybody's guitar. looks
Everybody's
so good.
guitar is unique. That's the other thing. There's not one guitar that looks identical, that's for sure. And
Yeah.
I'm really happy about the Spaz Master on the top of how that came out as well, which that was just playing with colors. So I really enjoyed that, and I like playing with colors. But as far as that, I wanted to say thanks to Andrew, and thanks to you guys, because I couldn't make it on the original class. And Mike, because Matt wasn't sure if Mike could do it either. And I said, man, if you guys can change the date, I can be there. And then Andrew came in and said, hey, I'll help. And I tell you, guys, if you have a chance to come out and do a class, don't waste it. It might be a once in a thing for you, and you will really enjoy it. And it's not even, the money is for what you do.
Doug is.
Well, I'd
Florida?
say hi to my wife, but she's pissed off right now. But
She's not pissed off.
she's pissed because it's snow here and she loves snow.
Oh.
And we live in Florida, and she said I was, teasing her because I kept sending her pictures of the snow. So
And Doug is also friends with our buddy Dylan McCurchie and
Yeah.
Leslie McCurchie from
Dylan
Dylan
Talks
Talks
Tone.
Tone.
Yep.
So maybe they're watching. Hey Dylan and hey Leslie and Mrs. Tone, if you guys are watching. Doug, we should probably start telling everyone that everyone has premium components with this. So you'll notice Doug has a genuine issue Schaller Floyd
And the EMG,
EMG 81 in the. Then that's cool because everybody got to paint theirs.
and
So.
of course our favorite,
Yes, the Hipshot open gear tuners.
which you only need anyway because you're locking it down.
Yeah.
You wouldn't need locking tuners to begin with, so it looks so cool on the back. Why would you want anything else?
Yeah, yeah. Doug, it was really great to have you here all week, man.
I had a blast.
I can't thank you enough.
Hope
that
to
you've
come
done
back
for-
again sometime in the future.
I hope so too. I keep telling you I'll just stay another week, but I don't know.
Yeah, I wish I could.
And then another interesting note, Doug is the only person in the world with 2 Spaz Masters.
That's,
Oh, that's
right.
I have the
That's
original
right.
Spaz Master at home.
If you guys want a Spaz Master, link in the description below. You can buy the one that Mike painted before Doug does. Act fast.
And Doug wins 2 awards this week. Filthiest looking guitar.
Yes, it
Right?
definitely was.
Because, yeah, he just kept adding oil and grit to it.
It's-
until
it's
he
a
thought
fun
it looked
process.
good, and it looks really great. And also, the only guy that can match volume with Matt
Yeah, this is true.
when speaking.
And I like to jump ahead and then have to redo what because I didn't wait.
Everybody
yeah.
did such a great job.
Yeah.
And Doug.
There's
was
the plane that it was based on, right there. That's the original.
Cool.
excellent. Thanks again, Doug.
Thanks,
Thank
brother.
you.
We
All right,
appreciate
let's move down the line here. Thanks again, my man. Okay,
it. Where are we going
we're
now?
going to one.
G1?
Let's go to the Garys.
All right.
How about this?
Oh man, guys, don't give me any shit about the internet. I cannot control that. You
So-
know,
yeah, sorry
I'm
if-
sorry
yeah.
it's not up to snuff.
Yeah, we had 8
Uh,
inches of snow last night.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
through issues, and yeah, don't
I had no
don't
TV
give
in
me
my
a hard
hotel
time
room.
about the internet.
Yeah.
So everybody, this is Gary Taft. Gary has a YouTube channel. You should go over and subscribe to it. It's just called. Is it called Tafty Guitar? I had to subscribe to it today because I didn't know.
Tafty's guitars, yeah.
Tafty's Guitars. He makes a lot of really cool stuff in the Boston area, and I have it on good authority that you're going to go over and clean Andrew St. Pierre's shop, right?
Yes, we're trying to figure that out. Yeah, I'm
By the way,
probably going
we
to.
missed a couple of super chats. One from Andrew St. Pierre. Andrew, thank you so much. And this guy, Boston Gary here. Wait, the accent's all wrong.
It was close.
But what I can tell you is this guitar's made of poplar.
I did say Poplar.
And I was
What's
a
his
little
favorite Rolling Stones song?
Stop Me Up. Yeah,
Me Up, yeah.
Stop Me Up. And when
Wicked Pissa.
when he painted this, I'm like, you're not gonna paint it silver. So anyway,
All right.
okay. So sorry. Okay, we've teased Gary enough.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Gary,
can take
it's
it.
been great to have you in the class
It's
all week.
been
Tell
great
us a
to
little
be
bit
here.
about who you are and this guitar, and I'll shut up for once.
All right, well, this is also a P40 Warhawk, and I've been obsessed with flying tigers since I was a kid. I was telling these guys, I had the models of the airplanes, and I actually built like 12 of them so I could have my own squadron.
You have a squad.
Yeah, and so when the class came up, it just made perfect sense that this is the Warhawk I went after. Yeah, but I mean, really, under Mike's tutelage, I have such little airbrush experience, and this class for me opened up, all kinds of doors and all kinds of ideas for me
Good.
to not only keep going with the airbrush art, but maybe try to offer some of this to my customers.
That's cool, man.
When
Certainly.
I do custom guitars, yeah.
Right on. If you were to go back home and do something, what would you do next with this basic concept in mind? Do you have any ideas?
It's obvious. A squadron of
The
these.
squadron need 12 of them.
A squadron. No, actually, I'm a huge horror fan.
Oh, okay.
Horror movie fan. And I really want to do my next theme guitar, I guess, would be some kind of
maybe
horror movie themed guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have we could hook you up with. We have tons of masks from all the ones I've done. We could actually
Really?
probably just cut a basis kit for you and get you on your way.
I'm really big on like the black and white horror movies, Vincent
Oh,
Price,
yeah.
that type of stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
that'd
yeah.
be cool. That'd be great.
Yeah, we got a ton of that stuff.
Yeah, so this is my guitar. I love the color matched pickups that we were able to do. I am definitely going to be doing that from now on. And yeah, who doesn't love a Floyd Rose?
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary, is there anyone that you want to say hello to? And all the fine, foxy ladies back home?
Yes, I know that my wife Michelle is watching because she's texting me.
Good.
And my friends the Sullivans are also watching. And because of Sully's in Boston.
Oh yeah,
There's
sure.
a lot of
That
them.
makes total
Right.
sense. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And yeah, and Becca and Joe, my kids. So
Right on. Thanks so much, Gary, for spending the week with us. You
Yeah.
did a great job. Yeah, it was a pleasure to have you here, and
Cool.
I look forward to what you come up with next, brother man.
fire out.
Rock.
Show off the
Alright.
back.
Good job.
Yeah, show
Oh,
off
yeah,
the
let's
back,
see the
too.
back.
Yeah.
Let's go this way.
Yeah, go so that we can see it. Yep, there you go. And you win the award for the cleanest guitar. Versus pre-battle.
My OCD didn't really let me do a lot of the dirty stuff.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, but
Perfect.
it came out amazing.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
great.
it. Yeah.
It's wicked awesome.
It's the most
Pissa.
wicked awesome guitar you ever saw. We don't actually say wicked pissa.
Oh, okay.
But,
Mike said that. Yeah.
We say wicked, we say pissa.
Okay.
We don't
Not
usually
wicked
put them
pissa.
together.
Mrs. Toast tells me that it's not use guys. It's use or you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
All right, let's move down to Gary from Oklahoma.
G2. Good
All right,
job.
Thanks, man.
I'm gonna get on this side.
G2. Well, this
Gary,
one.
this is Gary. Everybody, this is Gary Redburn.
Yep.
You probably have seen him lurking around because he's a fan, and I am a fan of Gary Redburn and everything that he has done this week. Because Gary, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you did.
What I did. Well, this one is the only modern aircraft. This one is one of the modern jets. This is based off of a F4. So it's the airplane that when I was a kid growing up and I loved to look at, made models of, that kind of stuff. This is actually based off of a Marine version of an F4. Yep. I got my 2 crew members right here. So they're hanging out. So it just worked perfectly for this airplane. This is a 2-man crew on this one. But the tail set of it usually has their status and their group that they're with. Usually has their initials and that kind of stuff of the group. Well, I changed mine up a little bit. It's got an L and a Z on it for my 2 kids. So,
That's cool.
Oh, that wasn't for
Lindsay.
landing zone?
no, Lindsay
okay.
and Zach.
There you
I'm a scuba instructor, so when I found this one that had the trident on it, I thought, yep, that's me right there. So anyway, and then on the back,
You got a cool thing on the back going too that I
Yeah.
really, really like.
on the back, I've got 2641. I just retired last month from the Grady County Sheriff's Office, and this was my badge number. So
For 20
19
years?
Yep, 19 years.
Nice job, brother.
So-
man.
Yeah.
Yep. And then this guy down here, this was the symbol that they made at some point, and this is the Phantom 2, so which is designed for the aircraft, and that was a little character that they made. And so when I decided this was what I wanted to do, he had to be on there.
Hell
so,
yeah, man.
So yeah.
I like that spooky guy.
So,
Well,
he's
that's a
pretty
great
cool.
that's a great story, Gary. I mean, hey, thank you for all your years of putting up with all the BS in the public, working for the county and in the sheriff's department.
Yep.
Were you
Yeah.
sheriff's
Yeah,
deputy?
Grady County Sheriff's Office.
Right on. Yeah.
So
So it's
anyway.
cool to have the chance to come out with retirement behind you and build some guitars, huh?
Yeah. I told my wife, I said, well, by the way, thanks, Rochelle, because she's still at home working this week.
Thanks, Rochelle,
So,
for
yeah.
letting us have
Yes,
Gary
thank
for a
you for-
week.
So.
And we actually met your sister too
Yep.
while she was out here
Yep.
for a little bit.
My
That was
sister
cool.
Kim came out. She's probably watching now because she's been sending me notes back and forth.
She couldn't believe we
So-
were actually this drunk all the time.
Yeah, she enjoyed it. I told my wife, I said it's kind of like coming and hanging out with family. So
It really was. It's like
Yep.
all of us we're all cut from the same cloth, and it's cool to hang out with you guys and have fun. So yeah.
so
And
I'll be back.
you want to say hi to Lizzie and Zach.
Lindsay,
Sorry. Yeah.
Lindsay and Zach, hey, you got to pay for my retirement.
Keep working.
One of these days, you're going to be sending me money. So.
Well, that's awesome. Thanks again, Gary, for coming
Yeah,
out,
thanks, Gary.
and we'll stop embarrassing you. We'll go and embarrass the next guys here.
Hey, that'll work.
Thanks, my friend.
Thanks, brother.
Everyone says the shop looks a lot bigger on TV. Where you want to go to do, Dave? Okay, yeah. Let's. Okay.
I'm gonna do this one from the back.
From the back. Oh yeah. Mike, you're in the wrong spot.
all right,
You're going the wrong way.
You should
You're coming all the way
on this
around?
side. Where are you going, Mike?
So everybody, this is my friend Dave. He's come out for a bunch of classes before and built guitars with us, and he's a friend of the shop. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna embarrass Dave a little bit. Without Dave rescheduling, the class wouldn't have happened because he signed up for the one in March, and he was willing to kind of reorganize everything so that we could do it in April. So Dave, thanks a million for doing that for us, because without you willing to do that, we would have Well, we'd have had to refund money, and God, I just hate doing that. So anyway, so do you have a good week?
Oh, for sure.
So tell us a little about what you got going on
I
here.
guess it started out as the name Bottoms Up. There's about 8 planes that have been named Bottoms Up, but they typically had pinups on it. And I knew we didn't have enough time to learn airbrush and how to do a pinup, but Bottoms Up also means consuming adult beverages. So I found an Australian plane that actually used beer mugs for mission markers, and that kind of sealed the deal for the theme. So everything's about bottoms up. Did the classic shark's tooth, and of course the Air Force symbol.
You did a great job on this one too, man. It really, really turned out awesome.
Yes.
Oh, and then we did beer mugs throughout, and the inlay, Chris was able to nail that. And then on the back,
Yeah, you've got a special thing on the back too,
yeah,
right?
a friend of mine's father's tail number. This is his actual tail number for the plane he flew in Korea.
That's awesome, man. Very, very cool. So you went with all business down the string
Yeah.
section. You wanted to not. You
So
elected
I
to not paint the EMG.
Yeah, so I did not paint the EMG. Keep it business in the middle and party for the rest
It's
of the
the
game.
bullet of guitars.
Exactly. So,
Well, Dave, is there anyone that you want to say hey to?
well, of course, hey to my family, but especially Darren, who's recovering right now in the hospital.
Yeah, get better soon, Darren. We're pulling for you here, man.
Yep,
We got a cold one for you when you're ready.
for sure.
All right.
Yep.
So we
Thanks,
got
guys.
yeah, thanks, man. It was great to have you here, Dave,
Good to have you
Thank
here,
you.
man.
Yep.
and awesome work too.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, let's move down to Greg here. Oh, Greg, I'm gonna switch places. Dave, what's here? So, Greg, you're the only guy who is local.
Yes.
Everybody else came from out of state, but Greg just came from down the road, basically.
Yeah.
So,
Across town.
so, wait, you're not Dave. You're Greg.
I'm Greg.
You're
yes.
Greg. Greg came from down the road. Okay, sorry. I'm okay. I'm gonna shut up here.
In fact, we found him on the side of the road.
We found him on the side of the road.
Just hitchhiking, and next thing you know, I'm in a class.
Hey, you want to build a guitar?
Hey, you look like you could build a guitar.
What you doing for the next 5 days?
Greg, tell us a little about what you got going here and who you are and what your daddy does. Nah, sorry, no, that's
All
a
right.
different movie.
Yeah. So I'm Greg. I called up Matt to say, hey, how do you guys paint and finish guitars down there? And he says, funny you should ask, because we've got the ultimate class coming up, and here I am.
Yeah.
And so I learned how to extreme paint the guitar and finish it, and there you go.
You've
So
built
that's right.
you've built some guitars in the past, and you and your family have done
Kinda.
some sort of COVID projects
Yeah.
this
So-
year, right?
Yeah, so it's been tinkering around. We bought a couple kit guitars. We found a beat up guitar at the used music shop and refinished it, beveled and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
nothing start to finish, right? And so this was really good. And I will say that the quality of this is, I don't even like. Here's a kit guitar, and then we're up here somewhere with these. So
I have it on good authority that this isn't your guitar anymore.
no, my son's already claimed it. he saw the results from day one, that day one YouTube, and he's like, I'm gonna play that. And so we'll see. I think it's gonna be a shared guitar. It's not gonna get a lot of case time.
Oh,
could
that's
arm wrestle
awesome.
him for it.
Tell us about what you did, because you have some things that may seem easy, but were
Yeah.
definitely not easy.
So if you're gonna take this class, I highly recommend Stripes because it's super easy. You just 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of tape and you spray and you're done. Right?
Yeah.
Don't worry about the wrapping around to the 3D side.
You worked really
Around the
hard
horn.
to make that perfect.
So-
you did a great job.
Yeah, but it was worth it. I mean, it paid off, right? Anytime, time and effort.
Yeah.
Time and effort always pays off. So mostly.
And then you got the
So-
checkerboard was a popular option. You've got some going on there.
Right. So the what was it, P51 Mustang? That's kind of what it's based on. They use a lot of the checkerboard, with the stripes up front and the kind of the checkerboard pattern. I got my Danger Will Robinson here on the pick guard or on the pickup.
Sweet.
And I think it's interesting about Greg's guitar is like he actually worked with the angle on the pickup for the basis of the line work on his instrument. Everything kind of works off of that geometry
Yeah.
rather than vertically or parallel with the neck center axis.
So when you're holding it, the stripes are.
Yeah.
All that stuff works together. That's
Yeah.
cool. Greg, is there anyone at home that you want to say hey to? Now that you're internet
All the way in
famous?
Southeast
Yeah.
Aurora.
So it's funny. My daughter thinks I'm famous now because I was on YouTube.
You're
for-
totally
for
famous,
10
dude.
minutes, For 10 seconds. Anton, my son, I am here. This is where I've been all week. He just told me this morning. So you've been gone all week? And then Xavier, we'll talk about timeshare on the
Timeshare on your new axe. So we've got one more guitar to talk about, Mike.
Yeah.
And why don't we go ahead and do that now?
All right.
And we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. So this particular guitar we designed off of authentic historical markings from the Memphis Belle, which a lot of people, the only reason they know about it is from a movie that was made in the late 80s with like Matthew Broderick and a bunch of these cheesecake male actors from that era. Correct, I beefcake is the word beefcake or cheesecake?
Beefcake.
Oh, okay.
Their boys, it's
honestly
beefcake.
don't know anything about this movie.
All right. So anyways, the movie and the authentic plane. So we went with the same color of the plane, all the colors of the documentation, the same pinup on the front of the fuselage of the plane, and all the markings, all the checkers, color, everything was very true to being, politically and historically correct on this particular airplane. So
Even the bullet in the pickup. The real plane had a
bullet in the pickup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it did.
exactly.
Look it
Yeah,
up.
it had innies and outies. And on the back side, we kept it very simple because I was busy teaching the class. So I have the jack area here. So when you got to get into electronics, you have to eject the cover plate. And then the caution. That means don't bump into the guitars that are hanging above you when you're fondling your guitar. And of course, we have these really cool bomb marker inlays and stuff. So, killer neck, killer wood, killer setup. This guitar really does rock, and I'm almost like I have to build one for myself.
I
at some
know,
point.
right?
Yeah. So there are now 8?
There are 8 of these guitars in existence right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys want one, you need to either contact Mike or Chris and myself and get one. Get you some of that. This one is actually available right now. Guys, link in the description below. If you want to buy this guitar immediately, you can. It will ship here from the shop. If you want to try to do some of this stuff at home, all of the gear that we used is available on Mike's website, and there's links individually to every single piece in the description below. So the airbrush that was used, the clear gun that was used, and the design kit that was used, all that stuff is available. You can buy it right now, and I know for a fact Diana will send it out to you ASAP, and you can start airbrushing too. It's cool and it's fun. I'm not going to say it's easy, because it's not. It's a skill that you need to kind of work on and do, but you can do it, right, Mike?
I believe so. I think we proved in this class that we could take people who had relatively zero airbrush skills and guide them through the process of creating these very unique instruments.
Yeah. Well, guys, it has been a crazy week, and we've got some totally awesome guitars to show for it. I'm sorry the video quality is not 100% up to speed, but shit happens, and who are you gonna call? So, Mike, is there anything else you want to tell everyone before we?
I think Brad bought Mike's guitar.
Brad
Hutchings. He said he's going to be in town this weekend.
Well, if you bought this guitar, we're gonna be here all week.
Yeah.
So let me know. Send me an email, and I'll absolutely be here and make sure that you can put hands on it.
Yeah. If I could just say anything, thank you to everybody who took the class, trusted in us, who took the time from their own lives to come out here and hang out with us for a week and build something that we designed just just off the fly. Had a little
Yeah.
fun with it. So
Yeah.
thank you.
And I want to one more time thank you to Doug Centeniello and Andrew St. Pierre and Dave. Dave, how do you pronounce your last name? Chenzoff. I would never have. I would have totally butchered that. Thank you to all of you guys for all of your support and helping us and rearranging your schedules and providing supporting the class and helping us make it. Without all of your help, it would not have been possible. And thanks to everyone who came out and did the class, because it was great to have a full class. This is the biggest class we have ever had. So until next time, guys, this is Matt at Texas Toast. And this is Mike from
Mike from Mike Learn Airbrush.
reminding you that life is short. You might as well have a cool guitar. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you next time.
Later.
Alright, Jamie just buzzed me. So,
Uh oh. Guitar be sold. It's gonna be fight.